stability workout planning for you this weekend. 8 different moves to get your core nice and strong. But stability ball workouts also challenge those tiny muscles around your body, around your bones especially. So workouts traditionally work your larger muscle groups. These are going to work those smaller muscle groups, okay? But this really focuses on your core and your upper body, okay? So our first move, we're going to start with a push-up on the ball. So I'm going to put that ball towards your feet, and you're going to go ahead and come into a plank position. And make sure the ball is sort of closer to your knees, okay? Keep the core engaged. So your core is actually what's gonna allow the ball to stay in place the entire time, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and lower into a push-up position and then press back up. You're gonna do about 10 to 12 different reps here. And all the way down and pressing all the way back up. All right, once you've done about 10, 12 different reps, then we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next move. We have a squat with the ball. So I'm just gonna go ahead and come into a squat position with the ball overhead, okay? And making sure the weight stays in my heels, okay? And I'm not putting any strain on my shoulders or my lower back. Now, if you do have any lower back issues, one way to modify is you can go against a wall, place that ball right by your lumbar spine, and you can do the exact same thing, except you're just gonna hold the squat, okay? So our next move is actually the overhead squat with the ball. We're just gonna go a little bit deeper this time, okay? So legs a little bit wider, more of a sumo squat. So get a little bit deeper, keep the weight in the heels, and rise all the way back up. So you wanna keep the ball directly overhead as you come all the way down. And go ahead and release, okay? Next, we're gonna go ahead and move on to a pike push, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and come to the ground, come into a plank position. Once again, sort of like our push-up. Get nice and stable here. Make sure my shoulders stay over my wrists. And I'm gonna slowly roll into a pike position and then come all the way back, okay? So I'm using the strength of my core to roll the ball. Okay, and if you need to modify, what you can also do is draw the knees into the chest and extend back out, okay? So lots of different variations you can do with your stability ball. The important thing is that you're working those tiny muscles in your abdominal chain, okay? So let's go ahead, we're gonna lie all the way down on our backs. This is the ball pass. So bringing the arms overhead. So I want everything touching the ground this time. So you're gonna keep the ball overhead and then you're gonna rise up to pass the ball to your feet and then come all the way back down. Come all the way up, grab the ball, and then release. You're gonna do about 10 different reps here and then release and grab that ball. And that's a nice way just to add a little flavor to your traditional crunch. Okay, so next we have the weighted press. So I'm gonna keep the ball just directly underneath my feet. Grab a set of dumbbells. I've got some 5-pound dumbbells here, but grab whatever feels right for your body. Get nice and comfortable here. You're gonna keep those legs lifted and you're gonna come into a weighted press. So this is just a little chest press here. You wanna keep that lower back pressing to the ground, elbows out, and bring the arms all the way up and bring them all the way down. And again, you don't have to use 5 pounds. You can add a little bit more weight if you're feeling really strong, or if you're just getting stronger, maybe you don't use any weight at all. You just get used to pressing those arms all the way up with those legs elevated. Okay, next we are going to move on to standing side with stability ball reach. Okay, so this is sort of like a yoga pose, I'd like to say. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get the ball nice and far away from you. Think of warrior half moon, okay? So lower the ball just past your foot, and you're just gonna go ahead, bring your left arm all the way up. You're gonna hold here for about 20 seconds or so, making sure that foot is flexed, hips are stacked right on top of each other. And this is a good variation for somebody who also does yoga but is challenged on that stability. So once you do about 20 seconds on this side, then you're gonna go ahead and switch to that opposite side. The next thing we're gonna do to add a little bit more plyometric movement to our stability ball workout is a frog jump, okay? So you're gonna go ahead, get the legs nice and wide, sort of getting ready for a squat. So you're gonna grab that ball, and as soon as you grab it, you're gonna explode and jump as high as you can, touch the ball to the ground, and then you're just gonna try and out jump yourself every single time. That's why it's called a frog jump. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stability ball workout. I'll see you next time.
All right, you guys, so movement number 1 is our compound movement. It's a clean to a front lunge. So we're gonna